about it? That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the TCU Horned Frogs. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Wilkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On first down, here comes this offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Dropping back, it's Wegman. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly. On the move. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Right back to him on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Right, how about this offense? When you think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell, they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
They're trying to get to him. He's going to run it, and he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. And the Horned Frogs will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no...
Nothing but green ahead. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Looking for a productive play on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Oh, picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Smashes through. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Got it in the middle, it's Keys. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, they execute the end route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Motion from the offense. To the air, it's Wegman. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what spurred.
He's going for it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, TCU!
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll leave it with him. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they give them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Running to the left. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now he's looking to throw it. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. And the ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Will be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Texas A&M looking to convert on fourth here. Wide receiver shows motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Going up top on first down. Lets it fly. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. Looks as if he's going to run it. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Running with power. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. Finds his man enough for the first. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Horned Frogs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frog!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Dropping back, it's Wegman. Fires one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. But now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Quickly complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Comes out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. They'll throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Campbell. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He'll take it himself. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on first and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Trying to get to him. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Sure. They could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on 4th. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Aggies will kick it away to crank up the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get...
Going up top. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Touchdown, TCU! And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll go to the counter. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick completion on the out. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. The aerial assault continues. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Well,
he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Got a lot of running room. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Aggies are marching down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Looking for the score! And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down.
Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it down the left. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. And he takes it all